I got a skin tone color analysis with the intention that it would help me waste less money on clothes. A color analysis is where you pay a lady to put fabric on you to see which colors look best on you and to roast you when you look bad in a color. While our skin tones that we're born with may lighten or darken with age and with seasons, the undertone remains the same, which is how cool or how warm your skin is. And our skin undertones stay the same for the rest of our lives, so the colors that look good on us and look bad on us will stay the same for the rest of our lives. So theoretically, I could just figure out what my color season is with a color analysis and just buy those clothes in those colors for the rest of my life. Right? What's up? I'm Zach. I'm a minimalist, but I don't dress like one and wear a black V-neck every single day like it's a cult anymore. Ever since the Tilly's opened up next to my local Trader Joe's when I was in the 4th grade, I've been passionate about fashion and just how the clothes that we put on our bodies literally shapes how people think of us, how people see us, and even how we think about ourselves. I don't have a ton of clothes in my closet, but I do have a fair amount of variety. There's color, there's texture, there's different styles. Everything in my closet I wear on a regular basis. Unlike most minimalists, I like putting together cool outfits. I like figuring out how a cool piece that I just bought fits into my wardrobe and will evolve my style. I like coordinating outfits with my wife Chloe when we go out, and we look pretty damn good, and yeah, we get a lot of compliments, and yeah, we like it. So was getting a color analysis worth it for me? Let's do a little experiment, okay? So there's 2 outfits on screen, all right? There's one with the red jacket, there's one with the brown jacket. You know, just rate in your head or in the comments. It'd be more fun in the comments so we could see what other people's opinions are. Rate these outfits from 1 to 10. Which one do you think looks better and why? I'll wait because this is really important to form an opinion on these 2 outfits and rate them from 1 to 10 so that we can talk about it. So pause the video, form an opinion. Why didn't you pause the video? You just watching me? As if I'm just gonna proceed to the next section without us having a dialogue and a conversation about these outfits. Look, I know that you just want everything to be spoon-fed to you, but I promise this has a point. Just for 1 to 10. 1 to 10. Personally, I would give outfit number 1 with the red jacket. This is one of my favorite outfits of all time. I feel like it's really laid back, but at the same time really polished and still has a bit of edge and attitude to it. And this is one of my favorite outfits that I put on when I go out. And yes, I do repeat outfits, okay? It's okay to be an outfit repeater. For me, this is like an 8 out of 10, really solid daily wear outfit where I feel like myself. I feel like I'm expressing who I am. I am comfortable in these clothes. It's really practical. It's easy to put on. It's easy to look good in. Outfit number 2 though, I feel like this is how guys dress when their girlfriends say that they need to put more effort into the outfit. It's like, what? I'm putting effort into the outfit. Look, the jacket matches the shoes. To me, this outfit feels very matchy-matchy. It feels very obvious. It feels like somebody who is just getting into fashion but doesn't exactly know how to put an outfit together and just puts things together because they match. Camo and boots? That makes sense. Brown leather on top? Brown leather on bottom? That makes sense. And I feel like there's nothing really creative going on here. And when I put it on, I felt kind of like an NPC. It looks fine, but I don't feel like myself in this outfit. And because of that, I would give it like a 6 out of 10. The intention for getting your color analysis is knowing what colors look best on you so that you can just go wear those colors and it simplifies the getting dressed and the purchasing process. Outfit number 1 is a spring outfit. Outfit number 2 is an autumn outfit. And as you can see from the color card that they gave me at the color analysis, I am an autumn. And I don't like the autumn outfit. Right after I did the color analysis for probably a month, I really tried to apply these principles to my styling like very earnestly. I was shopping on LA Apparel just all around on the website, seeing what t-shirts I could potentially buy to fit into this color box that I was put in so that I can expand my wardrobe. And then I ended up buying none of the colors that would look good on me because none of them felt right. I also put on all my clothes in my wardrobe. I tried to put together different outfits to see what looks best on me, what I'm most comfortable in, what I'm most confident in, and what I feel represents myself the best. And while there were a lot of autumn outfits that looked good on me, there were just as many outfits that were not autumn that look good on me and that I would wear in a heartbeat. Heck, this outfit I'm wearing right now is a predominantly winter outfit. Again, not in my color season, but still looks really good and still makes me feel really sharp and still expresses who I am. And that's what fashion is all about. I would say the most useful thing that I learned from doing the color analysis is that gold tends to look really good on me because that's something that I never would have guessed. And maybe that's it. But throughout this process and throughout buying experimentation and trying on different clothes, a lot of different clothes, and trying to put on outfits together with my wardrobe, I found that color theory, it only sometimes matters when it is the outermost layer of your outfit on the top, or if it's your makeup, because it goes right on your face. So I spent $100 on getting a color analysis in Taiwan, which is really cheap. If you were to do it in the US, it'd probably be double or triple that price. And my wife Chloe did a $200 package, which included getting her makeup analyzed, her bone analysis, where they figured out the proportions and what kind of styles would suit her best. And for her, especially for makeup, it is 100% worth it because she used to buy a lot of autumn colored makeup, and just by switching to winter colored makeup, which is her season, she looks way brighter, way fresher, way more confident. Is getting a color analysis worth it? I would say it depends on where you are in your style journey. Chloe found that it was super worth it because she only ever wears black all the time, and had no idea that she had access to all of these colors. But for me, I've been experimenting with colors, with patterns, with textures throughout my entire life pretty much, and when I got put into an autumn box, I found that it was really limiting for me, and that I predominantly had access to these colors to express myself when I've already been experimenting with other colors that I feel really comfortable and confident in. I'm about to get philosophical, okay? Theory, just like my light or this camera or this notepad, they're tools, and it's up to us to decide whether these tools are going to be useful or not in our lives. Theory, like getting a color analysis, can point you in the right direction, but it can only get you so far because by definition, theory is stuff that's already been figured out. And just like how different tools have different purposes, so do different theories. And they're going to have their own biases. There's two main schools of thoughts when it comes to skin tone color analysis, which are the Korean method and the Japanese method. So the Korean method has a completely different standard of beauty to the Japanese method, where they value whiteness and they try to make your skin look as white as possible. And you don't have to look at me twice to figure out why I think that's really toxic. So we did the Japanese method, which tries to put colors against your skin, against your face, that make you look as healthy as possible and bring out your natural beauty. But to me, fashion is art. Fashion is non-verbal communication. You can change the way that somebody thinks about you without ever saying a word, just by the clothes that you wear. Fashion is also an expression of the soul, and it's a culmination of what we love in life. And that's what I find so cool about it. So to me, learning all this color theory and trying to fit myself into the box of autumn feels really limiting and restricting because I've been expressing myself in my clothes in ways that go beyond just the colors that are in this box, the emotions that are in this box, because colors are inherently emotions and vibes and feelings. And saying I look best in the autumn box and I should probably stay away from the summer and winter boxes feels like I can't express myself fully in the way that I've already been doing because I've been experimenting with my style for most of my life. Don't get me wrong, color theory and being put into a box is very useful if you don't know which direction to go, if you're trying to expand your style. But at the same time, I feel like it's trying to make a science out of something that is an art. And the art is always going to be ahead of the science. Because color is only one dimension of fashion. There are hundreds of other dimensions of fashion, and each of these dimensions and factors influence each other. There's fit, there's level of formality, there's context, there's style, there's how confident a piece makes you feel, there's functionality, there's how comfortable it is, there's your personal preference, there's the material, there's the craftsmanship and the quality, and there's just the nebulous word that doesn't make sense in the theory, the science aspect, but it makes perfect sense to our hearts because it's an art. Just the vibes that something gives and how happy it makes us, or what you want to communicate with your style. And color, it's only one single aspect of it, and trying to boil it down to a science and to a formula, I feel like is doing people's personal style a disservice if you know what you like and you like to experiment. But if you don't like to experiment, it can be nice to know which direction to start delving into. And I experienced this whole conundrum of theory not exactly working out in reality when I was trying to style my Red Wing Iron Rangers. They say that the Red Wing Iron Ranger is the first nice boot that most guys buy. They're very classic Americana workwear. They are still handmade in the USA. You can get the soles repaired and they're likely to last a lifetime. And mine were, past tense, were in the copper color, which is very in my color season. But for some reason, ever since I bought my dorky dad shoes, my New Balance 990s, I started wearing these every day instead of my Red Wing Iron Rangers, which I previously wore every day. And the 990s, I would call these, they're gray. What are you? Summer. They're a summer shoe. And previously, I thought that there was nothing about this shoe that screams me. They're not the color I typically like, they're not the style I typically like, which are boots instead of sneakers. Yet somehow these replaced my favorite shoes in my wardrobe, even if they don't theoretically fit. And I had a borderline existential crisis trying to figure out, why do these work with everything in my wardrobe, and why don't my Red Wing Iron Rangers, which are supposedly supposed to be super easy to style, look kinda off with everything in my wardrobe all of a sudden? And even though they're theoretically the right color for me, and they're a style that I would theoretically like because I love wearing boots, I love how comfortable they've gotten over the years, I love how durable they are, I love the fact that they're made in the USA. So are my 990s though, which are really sick, one of the only sneakers still made in the US. I had tons of autumn colored clothes that they were supposed to work with, yet every time I put them on, something just felt off. And I realized that my style has evolved, and that for whatever reason, I shouldn't be having to try this hard to wear my former favorite pair of shoes. And I ended up selling them, even though they were theoretically sound. Fashion is art, and it is good to know the rules, but once you learn the rules, you can learn to start breaking the rules. And with my personal style journey, I never learned the rules, and I just brute forced trying a bunch of things on throughout my entire life and figured out how to break the rules that I didn't even know I was breaking. Winter shirt doesn't matter. No, I look good. It's not my season, but I still look good, and it still makes me happy to wear this shirt. Also, when I was having my existential crisis and putting on all the clothes in my closet and trying to figure out what the heck looks good and why, I never figured out the why. I accidentally put together this stupid camo basketball short and blazer outfit that theoretically shouldn't work, is really stupid in concept, on paper, but for some reason, in my opinion, really works, and I really like wearing that outfit. It just, theory does not always translate to reality, okay? Sometimes breaking the rules is a lot more fun and allows you to exercise your creativity than just sticking to the rules and looking like an NPC. That, to me, is the fun part about fashion. I'm not exactly going to apply this to my daily shopping when I'm shopping for clothes. I'm just going to go about the way that I've been doing things. It's the minimalist, surefire way to make sure that something looks good on you and that is to try it on. I know it's hard. I know everybody wants the shortcut. Everybody wants to be told just put these things together, and in 6 simple steps you'll be dripping in swag. Gosh, people, remember dripping in swag? Remember swag? High school was a dark time. But the reality of it is there's so many factors when it comes to looking good in an outfit and feeling good in your clothes. And each factor influences the other factor. And the only way you can tell whether you like something or not is to try it on your dang body. I know it's hard work, and I know it's slow and time consuming, but that is the only surefire way to build your personal style and to feel confident in your clothes if you're someone that cares about fashion. Trying something on tells you in 5 seconds or less whether it's something that you'll love or something that you'll never wear. And knowing that in 5 seconds is way more efficient than trying to figure out the theory of things. You could spend 2 to 6 hours analyzing a t-shirt online and never truly know whether you'll love wearing it or not until you put the dang shirt on. And because of that, I really advocate for shopping in person versus online. You get so much information and you come to a conclusion so much faster just by trying something on. And it's okay to shop online. I shop online for a lot of my clothes, but there really is no replacement for being able to hold it and to put it on top of your nipples. And something that I do is like hybrid shopping. Like, for example, last year, I bought these jeans. These are my first pair of light wash jeans because I've just been like a black slim fit jean guy every day for almost maybe over a decade. And so I wanted to try some light wash jeans. So I went to the store to American Eagle, and despite them having American and Eagle in their name, none of their stuff is made in America, which I prefer buying. I figured out, hey, these relaxed cut ones look best on me. Tried out a similar style to the one I was eyeing at on LA Apparel, and then I immediately bought the LA Apparel ones because I was like, well, the American Eagle ones are like close enough. No, I don't feel bad about exploiting a giant fast fashion brand, which is one of the worst industries for the planet. Try it on, buy slowly, buy intentionally, and let your style grow organically, free range, outdoor access, raised without antibiotics, because if you try to force your own personal style, you're not going to feel confident in your clothes, and that's what it's all about. And again, with breaking the rules, where I am in my personal journey, I am trying to look sharp and feel well put together while wearing more casual clothes, like wearing Hawaiian shirts without looking like a tourist or that I work at Trader Joe's, or wearing sweatpants while still feeling polished, and incorporating more fun colors and prints into my wardrobe. But all of this stuff takes time, and that's just the direction that my heart wants me to go, and not where a theory told me to go. And that's what makes style so fun, is because it's an expression of our souls. Or I don't know, man, you could just look like a NPC and wear white t-shirts every day like a true minimalist.